So welcome to another unboxing by theplayersaid.com. This time we're taking a look at Terraforming Mars by Stronghold Games. And I guess the caveat is, this isn't really an unboxing per se, this is a look inside the box. Because we already opened it because we were so excited, but we're going to take a look at the components. We've not actually played this one quite yet. So this game, which was very hot off the press at Gencon, Grant was very, very excited to get, and we were basically stood outside the doors of the convention center and ran in to the Stronghold booth to pick this up. And we're glad we did, because this guy sold out by the end of Gen Con. So we have here the rulebook, which is pretty typical Euro-style rulebook. It is very, very well laid out. This is full gloss, full color, and it has, I think it's 15 pages in there, and it explains all the different iconography and the way that things work in this game. And we have the board here. Let me just get the board out for you. And the board shows... So the board has planet Mars on it. So the aim of the game, obviously, is to terraform Mars, and we're going to do that by increasing the percentage of breathable oxygen in the atmosphere so we can live. We are trying to raise the temperature of Mars so that we can keep water here, and that's the other part. We're going to bring ice from asteroids and comets and create oceans so that Mars can become a livable planet. Also in the game, outside of all the different iconography on the board, we have here, okay, there's a lot of cards. So we have a couple decks. This is all one big old stack. A ton of cards here. And there's a card drafting aspect to this game. And as you can see, there's just such a huge variety of colors and icons. And we're going to create our kind of corporation's industry by building robotic workforces and generators, even universities. And we're building all of these different things to harness powers that are going to enable us to better terraform the planet and fulfill our victory conditions. One of the things I'm most excited about for this game are the corporations. So each player has these variable player powers that are labeled as corporations. This is the big terraforming company that you work for. And there's 12 of these. I believe this game plays up to 5. So you can see there's a lot of replayability. There's also some beginner ones. These are much more generic, which we could start with. But this is great. I love it when a game comes with more than just the number of players worth of variable powers, that they've balanced enough where it's going to be a different game every time, pretty much. There's some player aid cards here. We always love those here at the Player's Aid. And then we're looking at our Eurogame components. Colored cubes, and there's a lot of them in here. A bag of bags, that's what we always like to see. So we have these standard colored ones, which look very familiar to us, and we see this in a lot of games. We have some much bigger white ones here as well. And then here's what's something that's really neat. These are these shiny metallic coated plastic cubes. These are going to look so nice on the board. These represent different resources in the game. So there's a lot of these hexes. There's a whole nother baggie of them. And we're going to use these to explore the hexes here and create areas which we're going to control that are going to help us to win the game as well. Also, lastly in the box, we have these player sheets. These are just thin little cardboard, single-sided, but they're going to represent... And we're going to put on here all of our different resources and the amounts that we have of each one of those. And that's going to help us track everything that we can do with our corporation. And that's everything that's inside the box except for this sweet Mars artwork. Nice little touch. Always like it when they do little bits and pieces to make the game just pop a bit more on your shelf. So we're excited to get this one to the table. I know Grant's been looking at this one for a few months. And it's a, the rulebook's simple enough, so we're very excited to play this one and bash this out. So look for a more in-depth review coming soon. Thank you very much for watching.